So let's talk about today's chart. For today's chart, what you see is you see a lot of white resonance waves, okay, and the last few days. It's been pretty amazing. You see these white resonance waves, and then you've got the red just right there. It's almost like the red is behind the white. And what I'm perceiving on the charts right now is what I would call this stretching concept. It's like we're being stretched where we are in our densest states of being. It's like the light is in our environment, including the environment potentially of your own human energy field, right? And the thing is it's an offer to you. So if you decline the offer, then you decline the experience. But those of you who are on that path, right, of expansion of your energetic state of being, spiritual growth, however you would call it, these waves of energy look to be specifically working to expand our denser states of being and then kind of stretch them out across the levels of brain waves. And what I believe that this does is, for example, in the alpha state of brainwave, so about 8 hertz, okay, the green line at the top of the chart that you usually see there, it's expanding our observational state of being, our alpha state. Good dog. And so what happens when we do that? We, in this environment of a lot of red on the chart, we might see more of the darkness. And of course we would with the sun opposite Pluto, but I'll talk more about that in a minute. We might see more of the darkness, and we might see it more in our own life, in our own history, in our current moment, in our world, in our communities, in our nation, in our culture. And we might be being stretched by what we are seeing, and we might be feeling called to, cry out to God about it, for goodness sakes, for some of this stuff. For me, I always ask for miracles, but that's my approach, because miracles can happen. Solidly committed to that. And it is true that miracles not only can happen, but will happen. That's my strong inner sense. That's how I feel about it. That's how I know about it. Now, will they happen in the timing that I want? Probably not, because, I want it now, right? Like a little kid. I want it now. I want everything to change now. Okay. But sometimes I don't, because sometimes I'm like, God, I really want to work on this. I really want to do the work. I want to put the work in and earn it. Sometimes I want to earn it, I don't just want it handed to me on a platter. What fun would that be? There's times when getting something handed to you on a platter is fun, like when it's a yummy dinner. Okay. But, to really feel good about yourself, you feel good when you've earned the reward, right? But anyway, when you've stayed true to your integrity, when you've come back into alignment with your own truth, the truth of your being, when you've learned to more fully embody the light of your own soul, the light of God within you, when you've come into understanding that you are worthy. You are worthy of this. So back to the Schumann resonance. I feel that these waves of light, it's really interesting because you're seeing them at 8, okay, expanding the alpha. Then you see these long lines. They were going to 16 for a while, or really about 12 to 14. And this is the yellow resonance range. And in my view, this is the astral experience, our experience of the non-physical. This is also in brainwaves. It's low to mid beta. Let's see, beta starts. Yeah, it'd be low beta brainwaves, which is the beginning of our thoughts, right? Basic thinking about what we're seeing. And so for a lot of these waves, it's really stretching from the unconscious to the subconscious into the, just into the alpha or then into the low beta. And then in some others of these waves, we get stretched even more, like the wave that is in the middle of the chart right now, and that was for today, and that was, the wave on the chart yesterday. It went to 40 hertz with loads of red. Okay. So, whoa, I think what's happening when that happens is we're having these experiences of stretching ourselves, of being stretched in our sort of toughest areas, in our densest emotions, and then we're getting insights, right? We get insights, and when we get insights, we get to expand or to integrate the insight or to give it to God. Sometimes we get an insight, but it seems like the problem's just not solvable, right? Just give it to God. Give it to God to solve. What a concept. What a concept. We have that as a resource. Why not use it? Chart here. Is the chart not updating right now? I'm not sure. I'm not seeing it update, but